The year 1871 was another good year for tenors. Another 3 noted artists were born then. One was Spanish, one French, and one Russian. The Spaniard was in fact Puerto Rican by birth, with a very interesting blood mixture, having a Costa Rican father and a Venezuelan mother. He was the dramatic tenor Antonio Paoli. He spent his childhood with his sister in Spain, she being a court singer of the Spanish Queen. Studies took place in Milan, and his debut was in Valencia in Lucia de Lammermoor in 1897. 1899 finds him in Paris, replacing Agustarella Afra, who was ill, in William Tell at the Paris Opera. He married in 1900. I mention this because after the birth of his son in 1901, his wife took ill and spent the next 20 years in bed, a great misfortune for our singer and the cause of his apparently lonely way in life. Now comes busy years, singing in Spain, Portugal, Italy and Russia. 1903, La Fenice in Venice, in Trovatore with Ruffo, and in Florence, his first Otello, singing again with Ruffo. 1904, Warsaw, Moscow, St. Petersburg, where he was honoured by Tsar Nicholas II with the title of court singer. 1905, Spain, at the Real Madrid, great success in Aida and Trovatore with Boninsegna and Otello. Best performance of the season, said the papers. Honoured by the Queen with the title of court singer. In Lisbon he sings Pagliacci under the baton of Leoncavallo, the composer, who, on stage, tells the world, Tonino, with or without your beard, you're the best canio in the world. Honoured by the King of Portugal with the title of court singer. 1906, in Chile, singing Les Huguenots, L'Africaine, Aida and Trovatore. Then Vienna as Otello. Another great performance gets him the Court Singer Award from Emperor Franz Joseph. 1907, the San Carlo in Naples, in Samson and Delilah, and in Milan, his first gramophone records, including the first complete recording of an opera on gramophone records, I Pagliacci, with the composer Leoncavallo conducting. So here he is, in the season of that year, straight from the San Carlo, an aria from Samson and Delilah. 1913 finds Paoli in Lisbon. Then he tours Costa Rica, Mexico, Colombia and Brazil. 1914, Florence first, then a tour of Asia and South Africa. 1915 to 1917, the war interrupts his career. He takes up boxing, wins 5 successive bouts and completely loses his voice. 1918, voice recovered. Sings in Milan, Bergamo, Turin and Palermo. 1919, this time it's Florence, Athens and Budapest, and then off to Rio for Otello and Moses in Egypt. 1920, his wife becomes very ill. He calls in the best doctors in Europe to no avail. His wife dies of cancer, and Paoli spends 6 months with his son in Puerto Rico. Opens at the Costanza in Rome as Otello. 1921 to 1924 finds the tenors in the usual routine, highlighted by a visit to San Juan. He gives a concert in his birthplace, Ponce, where he is completely ignored by his fellow citizens. Only 20 people turn up for his concert. He is deeply hurt and never again returns to his birthplace. 1925 to 1930, becomes ill with hemophilia and retires for 5 years. 1931 to 1946, he spent teaching and founding a college in San Juan, and he dies there on August the 24th, 1946, aged 75. Among his tenor colleagues, warm tributes were paid to him by Lazzaro, Lore Volpe and Schipa, who all wrote admiringly of him in their memoirs. So to finish, I'm going to play 2 short passages. Firstly, a section of the duet Amatilda from Rossini's William Tell, where he is joined by the baritone Sagada, and then a historic moment when we shall hear him in an extract from the very first complete opera ever recorded, I Pagliacci, conducted by the composer himself, Leoncavallo.